There's nothing more maddening than pouring your heart, your sweat, every last ounce of your mind into a product or service, and then hitting a wall that seems invisible, but it's real. Pricing. The itch you can't scratch, the question you can't escape. Are we charging too much, or are we selling ourselves short? It's the silent killer behind every failed pitch, every lost investor, every day your growth stalls while you watch others sprint ahead. That frustration, it's a poison. It gnaws at your confidence. The pain of uncertainty in pricing is a weight on your chest, a silent scream in meetings where numbers don't align with value, where instinct tells you the price is wrong, but the data is a lie, crafted by fear and convention. Why does pricing torture so many founders and leaders? Because underneath the spreadsheets and market analysis, it's about something raw, deep. Here's the brutal truth everyone ignores. Your price is a story, not just a number. It's about human psychology and the battlefield where your price meets the mind of your customer or investor. This is not just business. This is war for value, for trust, for belief. It's the loudest message you send without speaking. It tells your customer who you are, what you think you're worth, how you see them, and how they should see themselves when they buy from you. Get this story wrong, and your price is a barrier, a wall that pushes them away, no matter how brilliant your product. Get it right, and it's a magnet pulling them closer, hooking their emotions deep inside. Forget everything you think you know about pricing based on cost plus or competitor benchmarks. Those are the shackles of the desperate, the comfortable, the complacent. You want to break glass? You want to unleash something unstoppable? Start by owning this. People do not buy what you sell. They buy how you make them feel about what you sell. You must dig into the primal triggers: quality, status, fear of missing out, trust, the illusion of scarcity. Your price has to signal exactly the right thing. Too low, and they sniff weakness, they suspect cheapness, and they hesitate. Too high, and they recoil, convinced you're out of touch or trying to prey on them. The sweet spot? Right in between, where desire, belief, and rationality collide. That's where the magic happens. But how to find it? Here's where most fall flat on their backs, because they chase formulas instead of psychology. The most powerful strategy? Anchoring. Humans crave comparison like air. Set a high anchor, a premium package, an ultra-luxe option, and then present your true offer as a bargain in comparison. The brain latches onto that anchor, resizing value in a heartbeat. The customer isn't calculating your price alone. No, they're measuring it against a context that you create. Own that context ferociously, then use decoys. Sounds dirty, but it's strategic. People struggle to choose between options. Introduce a decoy that's worse on purpose. Maybe it's priced almost the same as your main offer, but contains less value. This shifts their minds, makes your key offer shine like a rare gem. It's like magic, but it's just you playing the game that the market begs to play. Now let's talk about price endings. Yes, those last digits matter more than most dare admit. We're wired to respond to 9 enders like $9.99, but don't let that cliche fool you. Experiment, because a $100 price tag signals quality and exclusivity differently than $99.99. Don't ignore the power of psychological price thresholds that can either trap you or free you depending on the story you want to tell. There's something more twisted in the psychology of pricing: loss aversion. People hate losing money more than they love gaining something. Frame your price as what they stand to lose by walking away. This flips the script. Suddenly, the price becomes a shield, a predictor of future regret, a scar on the horizon if they hesitate. Now, imagine combining all these raw forces with your mission, not just to sell, but to ignite transformation. Pricing is your laser beam to cut through the noise. This means your price is not a number on a tag, but the pulse of your entire vision. Can you charge for your product not by cost, but by the real transformation you bring? Can you make your customers feel that without you, their lives are a shade dimmer? That is transcendence in pricing. Here's a call that no one else will shout. Price your product like you believe in your mission so fiercely that to pay anything less would be an insult to their own potential. If you don't do that, you're not just leaving money on the table, you're cheapening the very impact you claim to make. Your price needs to shout, "This is rare. This is impossible to replace." This is made for those who refuse to settle step aside from the tired market rules and embrace your freedom as a founder, a creator not bound by inherited constraints or outdated norms. You hold the ultimate power, not just to pick a price, but to rewrite the rules of value itself. Use radical transparency. Show customers the story behind your price. Explain not just the features, but the cost of absence, the risk of ignoring what only you offer. They will not just hear a price, they will feel a truth. Understand this. Your price sets the bar for who you attract. A lower price may lure many but trap you with mediocrity, with bargaining, with endless explanations. A bold, well-justified price attracts the rare few, the committed, the visionary, the investors who see themselves in your story, who fuel your ascent. Make a decision right now that no longer will you settle for the easy crowd. Your pricing will be your rallying cry for the few who can build the future with you. Next, commit to constant evolution. The market evolves, psychology shifts. Fixed pricing is dead. Adopt dynamic pricing built on ongoing research, split testing, emotional feedback loops. Experiment boldly. Charge more during moments of high demand. Offer limited-time premium experiences. Use subscriptions to cement ongoing value, not just one-time transactions. Data alone isn't enough. It's the emotion behind the numbers that drives the real breakthrough. Finally, embrace the paradox. Your pricing might sometimes repel to attract. Yes, shock your market. Make them rethink their assumptions. If everyone expects cheap, dare to be premium and watch as fear turns into respect. If everyone sells luxury, introduce an accessible option crafted to pull the outliers upgrading from the bottom. Be ruthless testing what your audience's psychology can bear. The right price is not always comfortable. Sometimes it's the discomfort that defines your path to transcendence. The pain of bad pricing ends when discipline meets psychology meets mission. The moment you stop guessing and start designing pricing as a living story, an emotional magnet and a filter for your tribe, that's when the chains shatter. Founders, investors, leaders, this is your battlefield and your playground. Own it with fire and clarity, because in the price, your future is written. Do not let another day pass with the agony of pricing confusion. Tear down the walls of old marketing lies. Command your price like a weapon of freedom. Make it a beacon for the rare, the brilliant, the unstoppable. The world you want to build is waiting, and your price is the key to unlocking everything. It's time to make them pay, and make them stay on your terms. No compromises, only breakthroughs.